Yes, hello friends and investors. This is Amon Ray. Welcome back to my channel, Cebu Home. So now let's check out some of the breaking headlines in Asia and the world. So we have here in Asia, Sinovac launches phase 3 trial for COVID-19 vaccine. In Indonesia, reports phase 2 details. In the Philippines, Duterte has huge trust in Russia, COVID-19 vaccine and volunteers for trial. Then Apple Daily must fight on. Hong Kong tabloid front page reads after owner arrests. In Bhutan, the country orders first COVID-19 lockdown as cases hit 113. Former Indian President Pranab Mukherjee contracts COVID-19 as infection surge continues. Lim Guan Eng and wife plead not guilty to charges over 11.6 million in Malaysian ringgit over the Penang project. Taiwan tells visiting US official China seeks to turn it into next Hong Kong. Hong Kong goods for export to US to be labeled as made in China. Thai Prime Minister concerned as more students issue demands on monarchy. India air safety watchdog to check airports hit by heavy rain after crash. Shadow of COVID-19 still lifts from epicenter Wuhan. China reports 44 new COVID-19 cases in mainland. China promotes its heroic battle against COVID-19 in new exhibition. In Japan, swim queen Aiki to return to racing. Then Japan top government spokesman says important to maintain G7 framework. Now let's get into details about this development of a COVID-19 vaccine in Indonesia. Let's check the reports, the detailed report about this news, because everyone's really after the vaccine to be released soon, because it's the only cure so we can, fight this pandemic. We need the vaccine. In Jakarta, China's Sinovac Biotech launched a late-stage human trial on Tuesday, August 11, that will involve as many as 1,620 patients in Indonesia for a COVID-19 vaccine candidate that it is developing with Indonesian state-owned peer Biopharma. Separately, Sinovac released details on Monday from a mid-stage or phase 2 study in which it said the vaccine candidate appeared to be safe and induced detectable antibody-based immune responses in subjects. The candidate, known as CoronaVac, is among a few potential vaccines that have entered late-stage trials for a large-scale study to gather proof of efficacy for regulatory approval. CoronaVac is already undergoing a late-stage trial in Brazil, and Sinovac expects to also test it in Bangladesh. Sinovac's Indonesia trial comes as Southeast Asia's most populous country grapples with spiking infection numbers, with over 127,000 cases recorded as of Tuesday. The trial so far recruited 1,215 people and will last 6 months. The threat of COVID-19 will not subside until a vaccine is given to all the people, said Indonesian President Joko Widodo at a ceremony to launch a trial in Bandung, West Java. Hopefully in January we can produce the vaccine for everyone in the country. In addition to Biopharma and Sinovac, private Indonesian firm Kalbi Pharma and South Korea's Jinexin are cooperating to produce a separate vaccine. It is yet unclear how many doses these partnerships will produce and by when. In Sinovac's mid-stage trial involving 600 participants in China, the rate of fever in patients was relatively lower than other COVID-19 candidates, including one from AstraZeneca. The study showed ahead of peer review. Mid-stage trials usually test a candidate's safety and ability to trigger an immune response in a relatively small number of people before it enters late-stage tests. The study noted that the process to make the vaccine used in the phase 2 trial was more optimized than in phase 1, which produced more immunogens and triggered better immune responses. Vaccines used in the late-stage trials will be made using the optimized process, a Sinovac spokesman said. The phase 2 results only included antibody-based immunity, the researchers said, adding that the candidate was being evaluated for other important components of the immune system. Sinovac is testing its vaccine abroad because China is no longer a satisfactory site for late-stage trials due to the low number of new infection cases. Hopefully the vaccine will complete its third stage so it can be available. So it's not as soon as 6 months, because the trial will have to last for at least 6 months according to the report. Now let's go to Bhutan because I haven't heard so many infections in Bhutan, and now they are concerned. That's why they are imposing its first COVID-19 lockdown since the cases are already hitting 113. Let's check this news in Thimphu. Bhutan ordered its first nationwide lockdown on Tuesday, August 11, after returning resident tested positive for coronavirus after being discharged from quarantine and coming into close contact with people in the capital Thimphu. The case took the total in the tiny Himalayan kingdom to 113, still the lowest in South Asia, and it has yet to record a fatality. Bhutan, which is heavily reliant on high-end tourists, banned tourism in March after an American visitor tested positive for the virus and ordered a 3-week mandatory quarantine for everyone returning from abroad. The lockdown was ordered after a 27-year-old Bhutanese woman returned from Kuwait and was discharged from quarantine after tested positive at a clinic on Monday. The unprecedented lockdown is enforced to identify and isolate all positive cases, immediately breaking the chain of transmission, the government said in a statement restricting movement of people and vehicles in a largely Buddhist nation of 750,000 people. Everyone is asked to stay home to protect themselves and their families from the disease. Should there be undetected rampant transmission, the government said. All schools, institutions, offices, and commercial establishments will remain closed and exams will be postponed, while students and trainees in boarding facilities were told to remain on campus and follow COVID-19 protocols. Officials attribute the slow spread of the virus in the country to early screening and monitoring of entry points, testing and sealing of borders, including the closure of the only international airport at Paro, near the capital. Flights repatriating stranded nationals are allowed. The outbreak has nevertheless crippled the tourism industry, which earned an average of $18 million in each of the last 5 years. Arrivals last year had risen 15% to 315,600. So that's the latest development in Bhutan in South Asia. So they are now concerned because cases are being recorded in their country already. Now let's check another report here. Still about COVID-19. There's 44 new COVID-19 cases recorded in mainland China. Let's check the report on what's the reason behind this. In Beijing, China reported 44 new coronavirus cases in the mainland for August 10, down from 49 cases a day earlier, the country's health authorities said on Tuesday, August 11. Of the new cases, 31 were imported infections. The remaining cases were locally transmitted cases reported from Xinjiang region. There were no new deaths. China also reported 17 new asymptomatic patients compared with 31 a day earlier. Mainland China has a total of 84,712 confirmed coronavirus cases as of August 10, said the National Health Commission. China's death toll from the coronavirus remained unchanged at 4,634. So that's the latest for coronavirus cases in China and some other countries. Yes, that's it for our breaking headlines for this hour. Thank you very much, and please do subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, and check out for our next videos about breaking news headlines. This is Amore once again, and welcome to my channel, Cebu Homes. Thank you for checking this video. Bye for now.